What is going on, dope heads? We're back again. We're back with another dope show live. And tonight is a very special show. Tonight we're going to be talking about aliens with some of our special guests that's here from Miami and from South Florida. The Dopetopian Times. We've got them on the phone. It's going to be crazy. I don't know if anybody knows about the aliens going around the mall, but there's aliens, 8 to 12 foot shadow figures going around the Miami Mall. We're going to be showing comic books with aliens on the cover. Maybe one of these aliens on the covers, these guys can spot off a lineup and let me know what they look like. I don't know, but the Dopetopian Times is reporting this stuff. And, the Dopetopian Times, we're not breaking news. It's about 10 days late, but we're letting the dust, settle and the smoke clear, and we're getting to the bottom of it. This is the only facts that's going to be on the show tonight. So, on the streets, listen to this, what they're saying on the streets. People are terrified right now. I don't know what they're going to do. Let's see here.
To your leader, but these were like, you know what? I need a vibrator, a Ouija board, and some fake vomit. Let's go ahead and hit up Spencer's Gifts. And all hell broke loose. People running around the mall, aliens chasing them, talking about, I'll follow that ass in the mall, grabbing chicken samples out of the food.
I don't know what was going on.
Hang down.
This is some people that was really there.
They were building bears. And at Forever
Let's bring on our people. Let's see here.
That was the weird part. Jay and Silent Bob were there. They were grabbing chains out of the fountains like some kind of intergalactic.
Do you hear this live news?
Pandemonium. The whole time it was happening, that lady at Von Mar just
I don't know what's going on. So y'all two were there. I want to thank y'all for coming on.
Man.
Showing all this bravery. Your streets are a war zone right now. I don't know what's going on. But you're here to tell the frightening truth, and that's all we can do. If the government shuts us down, they'll shut us down. So, I figured we show some comic books, talk some action, and see what was going on. So, Metarog, you was actually around the mall?
No, I wasn't around the mall. I was about 5 or 6 miles away, but I do know somebody who was there during the incident.
Oh, my gosh. Are they alive?
Apparently. I spoke to them.
They're still alive?
Unless they mimic the voice somehow. I mean, they were very much alive. Yeah.
Ground zero. It had to be terrifying. And I heard from the streets that there was no, like bar fight or nobody with sticks. That was actually Good Samaritans fighting the aliens. Is that true?
Well, there's conflicting reports about that. I mean, I've heard about anything from gunfire to fireworks to lasers, So
yeah,
there's a huge array of discrepancies amongst the people who were there and in the minute facility.
Hialeah, your power is still out. Vicinity. I see 60,000 people in Miami with no power, and Hialeah don't have no power.
Okay, let me ask you a question. It was really that much of a national thing?
Yeah, 60,000 people with no power. Black Hawk helicopters. No fly zone for 9 days. Miami airport shut down. 8 to 10 foot tall, ghost looking smoky figures. This is crazy. I heard they blowing up all the bridges going north to the mainland.
All right. First of all, it was at Bayside. It was at Bayside. So there's no bridges to Bayside. You can actually get there without crossing bridges.
Yeah. What are they blowing up the bridges for then, Metarog? What's going on down there that they don't want us to know about?
There is an access bridge right by Bayside to the ports where you have the loading of the ships and so forth.
How many yards is it to the other side? Because I don't guess they think the aliens can swim.
It's very close. It's right, maybe 1,000 feet or so.
Yeah, it's super close.
Was it loud when they blew it up?
It's an underwater tunnel that goes into the port where all the cruise ships leave. So the aliens might have wanted to get onto the cruise ship, so they blew it up so they couldn't get on.
That is crazy.
Yeah, you have a captive audience if you do that.
That's crazy.
That's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure.
Definitely crazy. Why? Another question I got: why Miami? Why do y'all think it was Miami of all the places to attack in the world? The Miami Mall.
Everything happens in Miami, in Florida. We're the center of the nation. If you guys don't know that.
Yeah, even though we're way down there in the corner, on the southeastern corner, we're the center of the nation.
Well, usually when I go down there, the beach is behind me, and in front of me is what I call the river. I think y'all call it the canal or something.
That's intercoastal.
Yeah.
Intercoastal.
And I figured from up high, it probably is black at night everywhere. And it probably that mall just stuck out with them lights, and they were just gravitated to it like it was a starship or something.
You know what? Maybe it was also because that's where they dropped the orange on New Year's, and that's also right next to where the Miami Heat play. Concerts there.
The Intercontinental Hotel is where the orange goes up, and the Miami Heat live in the play in the arena right across there. Yeah,
that's crazy. The helicopter still flying over?
Probably.
I heard that the mall has razor wire around it right now, and it's being like a National Guard armory.
Can you imagine Raul Bayside with a razor wire around it? Oh my Lord.
That's what we're hearing over in Nashville. I mean, that's what's that. That's the word on the streets. Of course, you won't find this stuff on the news. You got to dig for it.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah. Obviously, your sources know a lot more than anybody else that was around there.
It's a cover-up.
It's a cover-up.
I don't know. But I'm going to tell you a story. I was there Memorial Day, let's see, March 27th, and I was sitting in the pool with a Miller Lite, and I've never thought this before, but in my head, I seen 2 or 3 girls, and I said, if I was an alien, I'd kidnap them. And I just had that thought come over me. And now aliens are really there. So, I mean, aliens might have been there. I mean, when's the first time y'all saw an alien in Miami? It's been going on a while, ain't it?
You know what? You could look up. There is a supposedly a Hialeah alien abduction. I believe it was in the 70s. If you look it up, it's there. You'll find it. You just got to look it up.
It's been going on a long time.
I do know this, Dope, and I bet you Hialeah can back me up in this. During the 80s, there were a lot of disappearances.
Yes, there was.
Of highfalutin, shall we say, people that run illicit substances.
Yes.
And they just disappeared off the face of the earth. So was that an alien kidnapping?
Probably could have been. There's something going on out there.
It wasn't just Scarface.
They disappear without a trace. That's all I know.
Well, let's talk to the chat for a second. We got old KB in the house. He's first. What up, KB? We got Jacob. Jacob's always here. What is going on, Jacob? Buddy? I love Disney. What is going on? You might want to stay away from Disney for a while. There's aliens down there, brother. They're blowing up bridges. You probably can't even get to Orlando right now.
He's in Ohio, so he's safe.
He's safe as long as he don't try to come down to Disney World.
It blew up the bridge to Orlando, from Miami to Orlando. You know that bridge? They blew it up. It's crazy.
Blowing up all the bridges. HAQ, what is up, buddy?
I guess I must have taken an alternate route when I came up here to North Florida because apparently it was still there. I mean, the roads were still there.
I'm kind of wondering why you're the only one in Miami with power, Metarog. Do you got some kind of a generator or something?
Well, I don't live in Miami anymore. I was down there visiting my mother for
that's Miami. How close are you to Miami?
About 400 miles.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's Miami.
Hialeah is only about, 35 miles from Miami or so?
Yeah. I've been to Hialeah, the little town, but I haven't seen Miami.
Little.
Yeah. It's littler than Miami, right?
Oh yeah, it is. It's littler than Miami.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's not that little. I mean, it's like 95.9% Cubans.
Yes.
I talked to Hialeah when I was down there. He had to work, but we was going to run around and look at comic books last year.
Oh yeah, well, he and I did that a couple of years ago. We got to do that again, bro. That was a lot of fun, man.
Let's show 2 or 3 comic books, 4 or 5. I don't care. But who wants to start?
I have some which may have been. You never know because artists get their inspiration from all kinds of different sources. So some of these may have been from firsthand experiences. So let's see if it matches up with the descriptions of that giant that was by Bayside.
Well, I'll start out. I'll show 2 or 3, I guess, since we already got me big on here. Let me grab 2 or 3. First one I'm starting out with, we got UFO flying saucers.
Nice.
Tall and gray, but not smoky. That don't look like the ones y'all saw, does it? That's not him.
And you know what? It could be.
That's not too bad. It looks to be about 8 to 10 feet. That could
8 to 10 foot gray. Yeah. Maybe.
I think that's about right.
They wasn't little gray people in pink outfits, were they? It wasn't like these, were they?
No.
They don't come to Miami to pick flowers.
Maybe those might be on South Beach. On
Yeah, I was
South
gonna
Beach.
say
South Beach.
those are South Beach guys. That's nothing weird in Miami Beach. No.
That's South
I've
Beach.
seen lots
you
of
see that
guys
every
with knee
day.
pads and Speedos on when I was in Miami. Some
Hey.
rollerblades.
We don't even look twice at that, man.
That rolls right off our backs, man.
These are too short, a little gray men. They wasn't tall enough. Didn't look like that, did it?
No.
I wouldn't be scared of them either.
Those are usually like I've seen those in malls before, but they're usually in strollers or being attached to other humans. So
what about he's about 8 foot tall. But
that one's a possibility.
Looks like that, huh?
Yeah,
There's Miami colors on.
I think this guy was capeless, but could have been.
And that kid looks like he's all layered up, and we're not layered up down here.
Well, no, thank y'all for coming on for your bravery.
It was cold for Miami. It was like in the 60s.
That might be what's bringing them in. Predators come in when only on the hottest years. Maybe they're coming in on the cold times.
Hey. Let me tell you, Raul will back me up on this. When it gets to like below 70, people start wearing parkas in Miami.
Yes,
that's crazy.
Right. So here's a guy. I think this could have been patterned, right? Space Adventures #8.
That kind of looks like the same outfit as the purple and green. I mean, maybe it's the purple green people.
Maybe they were in the same ship. Maybe this was like the captain and that was the first mate, or vice versa.
Man,
notice he's capeless, so maybe that's a status thing.
Maybe it is. Maybe that's him.
That could be. Now this guy here, I don't know. I mean, he looks a little bit too human sized to me.
Yeah, he's very fundamental. He looks too thick. What I could tell, they were linky.
Yeah, I know. Of course, he could have been a mutation or a runt or something. So
turned into smoke vapors.
We don't discount any possibilities on this show, right?
Yeah.
Now, why was he at Bayside, which is mall? Yes, but we call it Bayside because that's right by the bay, right?
That's also the place on Saved by the Bell.
Why was he or she or androgynously, whoever it was there? Could have been that they were fleeing from a conflict. Thus, we have space war here.
That's
that might be
space worthy there.
Well,
all right. So it could be, that they had to, skedaddle out of the atmosphere, and boom, Bayside. Like Raul says, a lot of weird stuff there. They probably would blend in better there than most anywhere else on the planet. So
you guys got like an Air Force down there too, don't you? Pretty close.
Yeah, and Broward, I think there's one, right? Air Force Base or something like that. Now, this here, obviously not the alien we're talking about.
Gosh, that one's scary.
But you never know. He might have had a pet, or
hey, they gotta write something, right?
It could have been. It could have been. Perhaps. Food. That's. We don't know what they eat, so.
They could be out there in the ocean.
It was dark. It was at night, right? So this could have been in the periphery somewhere, or not.
We're in the shadow.
And the government's not putting out the videotape, so.
Yeah, right. So I'm just putting out their possibilities, right? Asking questions, right? And now this guy here, I don't think it is, but he's got like these tendrils coming out of the back of his head.
I've seen people in Miami like that.
Yeah, it could be him.
Well, there's
very
a big Rastafarian
he's very Rasta
community down there. But he looks a little too scrawny, those.
Yeah,
those
he's not scary enough. He's probably about 5'8".
Yeah, that wouldn't do it. That wouldn't do it. I'll end my part with this one again. Just possibilities, right? We don't know at what stage in life the alien was, so it could be he was fairly human at one point.
Yeah,
wow.
And he was
riding a pterodactyl.
Yeah, I mean, I see the Earth down there, so possibilities, right?
It's crazy.
Right. All right. So
what is going on?
So that's my 6 for now.
All right.
HAQ wants to know: do we actually have? We've got one picture known if you Google the Miami alien, and it's from far off. Because if you get close to them, some kind of static goes off, and it won't let you record them. So you got to be far off. But there's some pictures from high up taken from the what do you call those Chinooks, the Black Ops helicopters,
right?
And all the government's taking all the footage, so you're not going to see none of that. So
Right.
Hey,
there
Roger,
is Bleecker Street. He's saying it's cold in Canada. He's Mr. Obvious today.
it's not. Hey, Roger, didn't we have? Remember when the whole chupacabra thing happened? And I know it was in Puerto Rico, but weren't there sightings here?
Yes. I listen, I don't want to seem like I'm trying to, just interpose my own experiences, but I believe, Raul, that back in the 80s, I saw a chupacabra right off of the Tamiami Canal on my way to Naples.
You
What
saw
did
the
the
red
skinny-
eyes? Saw the eyes?
I saw listen.
It wasn't
hold
like
on,
a skinny
I got
dog or
something
nothing?
here. Hold on.
A skinny
This
dog?
is a fairly close approximation.
Oh,
a
yeah, that ain't a
chupacabra
skinny
looks like.
dog.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
got to look at the chupacabra, man. That was a big thing in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah. So,
The chupacabra.
again, it was a brief glimpse, but it sure looked like what my grandfather had explained to me that he saw in Puerto Rico way back in the 40s, I believe. So,
Can they swim?
yeah.
Dogs can, so I
They
didn't
can
know.
swim and jump and climb like you wouldn't believe.
It makes sense.
I had a hard time finding alien comics, to be
We
honest.
just need something to judge by to let us know if it looks like it.
But I got some tentacles going down with that
Yeah,
alien.
Purple
Okay?
tentacles.
Some purple tentacles.
I think it's pretty sad that we do know it's purple. I think it was purple.
This one's a little different. bro.
Could be.
Was it metallic? Was it like a Cylon? Was it like a Cylon from Battlestar Galactica?
Was the eye going back and forth?
Maybe it was
That right there, that covers what I picture going on in Miami all the time right now.
Yeah, maybe that's what you saw, Roger. You saw a Cylon,
10 days at ground
Possible. I
zero.
mean, I didn't witness it personally, so I can't say, but it's possible.
Super terrifying. I'm very happy y'all came on the show. Y'all are showing your face. We're not using y'all's real names. We're going by y'all's computer names, but
Right.
y'all are very brave to come on here.
We gotta say, what about more tentacles? Are they coming from? Are they Martians?
Oh my god!
Hey,
They could
why
be
not?
Mar-
It has.
If I
It
saw
has.
that coming out of the ocean, I'd be terrified.
Didn't they find that there were water particles on Mars not long ago?
That's
Yeah.
that's recent. That's very recent. I saw that.
Water is the basis of life.
Could they be Starjammers?
Some mutants.
The
Some
mutants? Hey!
Chode.
Oh!
He's a smoky color,
He's big.
It might be him.
translucent.
Maybe these are the guys that were taking the picture. How about maybe Martin Landau? Maybe Martin Landau was
That's
in the black eye.
it could be.
Look, they look like they could be standing, looking down at, oh shit, what's going on in
That's
Miami?
the Channel 5 people.
Well, they were up on the moon. Remember?
They might be saying, Roger, they might be going, Que pasa USA, baby? Que pasa USA?
Yeah. What a show! A great show.
Amazing show.
Rocky Echeverria is such an underrated actor.
Everybody on that show was classic. La abuela y el abuelo. Oh my god.
Oh, you kidding me? That abuela was just like mine. I mean, she could throw a shoe like 20 feet and deadly accurate.
Now that looks like another chupacabra.
This might be another chupacabra.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Christmas chupacabra.
And it came down right around New Year's, Christmas.
They
Hey,
can try to tell us something.
yeah. We don't have no chimneys. Very few chimneys in Miami, but you never know, man.
It was a
Hey.
very cold day for Miami. Remember that. It was a very
HQ
cold day
said
for
he just
Miami.
watched the video and the alien was tall, but he can't find no clear pics. You're not going to find clear pics because it's a translucent alien.
That's crazy.
Smoky.
And Kitty again with the aliens. Now it could have been a brood. We don't know this.
Oh,
He
now
scratched the shit out of her legs.
that would be really bad news, Raul, because that
That would be
means very soon we're going to be infested by these aliens.
With broods. Yeah, they're gonna
I
take
think
over.
you already are.
These guys are gonna take out the boa, the snakes that are taking over the Everglades. It's gonna be the brood.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Those invasive species are going to be eradicated.
Yes.
So,
I have a
Hialeah,
later.
when's the last time you had a hamburger?
Last week.
I heard all the livestock down there is dead now. Everything around Miami. No cows alive anywhere around Miami. They're all
Uh-oh.
dead.
I was driving around Davie today, and you know what? I didn't see no cows, man, and there were
No
some.
cows around you won't find a cow around Miami right now.
That might be a thing. That might be a.
You couldn't find them before either. There's not. Listen, all land is taken up by condos down there.
Well, Dopetopian Times was reporting that hamburger meat is $33 a pound down there right now.
Oh, jeez.
So,
Dude,
I don't know.
Dude, I went to Flanagan's, man. I got a great Flanagan's burger for $13. It was fabulous, but that was last week. This week, hey, you might be right.
You get one of those big green cups, you know.
Yeah, definitely. I don't have one black cup now, but yeah, I got a great.
Okay.
Y'all are so inspirational the way y'all are trying to live y'all's life like nothing's going on, and there's like ground zero right outside y'all's door. It's amazing.
Dope. When you live in Miami, nothing that occurs phases you.
With the hurricanes, the aliens,
everything.
Hell, I was down there for a weekend for Memorial Day, and 7 people got shot. You remember me telling you that?
Yeah,
just 7.
Just 7.
That was a late weekend.
Yeah, I stayed back in my condo the next week. I was like, I'm not going back down to the public beach. So that was at Hollywood Beach. I was at the Hollywood Beach.
Yeah, they had the shooting when you were here on the beach.
Yeah, Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
Down at the beach walk beside what was that place? Jimmy Buffett's. That's where I was at.
Margaritaville.
Yeah, I was down there on Hollywood at Margaritaville.
I was there last week. It was okay last week.
And I was down at the Hollywood Casino. You know where that's at?
Well, they don't mess with Raul, you know, because Raul, you know, he's got a posse, you know.
Yeah, man. We're natives, man. We're natives.
He got Sean, Steve. He got all the. Nobody messes with those guys.
Yeah, we're natives.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
let's see here. I've also got something down here that I found pretty interesting. If you reverse the ordinance of the Miami Mall on Google Maps, you'll arrive in Antarctica at a giant cave. So maybe the aliens put in the reverse the ordinance, and they showed up at the mall by accident, and they should have ended up in Antarctica at a giant cave. What do you think about that?
That makes sense. But Miami. This is Miami, bro.
I've been thinking about all this.
Listen,
to think about.
Remember what Raul said earlier, that Miami is like the center of the United States. Well, it could be like a nexus point, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, wherever it could be like a transportation hub. Well, it is in MIA, but teleportationally, it could be that too. So the alien could, like you said, could have been from the thing. Remember that movie? Supposedly a fiction, right?
Right.
Do y'all have plenty of food and supplies right now?
Oh yeah, I stocked up. I got water up the yin yang. My bathtub's full. I'm ready. I'm ready.
My mom says she's fine. That's all I can say.
Well, the bridge is blown up. If y'all can find a way to Nashville, y'all can step here at Dopetopia. So
I'm much closer to Nashville than Raul there, but
yeah. Oh man.
All right, so we got have you seen this last comment here?
Let's see. I see a Transylvania alien, blood sucking. Let's see here what's going on. So the cops at the mall had body cams so we could get footage from the public property. No, I don't think you get public property footage because this is government took this over. This is the FBI. So, you know, you can't get footage from the public property.
Dude,
is that right?
The Men in Black wiped it already. That's been wiped.
You'll never see any closer footage than what you got already. They're never going to show what happened in the mall. There was blood everywhere. There was last time I heard there was about 33 dead. So people were fighting them with sticks, trash cans. One dude had a damn corn dog stick from the damn, what do you call that area at the mall where you got your little
food
cafeteria?
Court.
Food court. They're using anything they had. And I don't blame them.
Chocolatas, Roger, chocolatas.
That is the fighting spirit of Miami people. So, you know.
Machetes.
Listen,
everybody
the one thing you don't want to mess with, right, are Cuban ladies who are returning gifts on January 1st at the mall.
No.
Nobody could survive that if you interrupt that
way.
procedure. Trust me.
So
it's fatality left and right.
I wanted to go back down there Memorial Day, but I might give it a couple years now. I mean, it's got to rebuild, you know. It's Kind of like when a hurricane or something comes through. You don't want to go right now. It's not the beautiful Miami I remember. I'm sure. It's in pieces. Anyway, did it look like this little alien?
Oh, that's nice, bro. That's
yeah.
cool cover.
Put no head on there.
That's what they did to the cops. That's what they did to the cops.
I wonder if that ain't
We
Metarog.
programmed them.
Well, we got the red dress and this. I don't guess she's in distress. She's kind of helping out. She's like most women. She ain't doing nothing over here, but she's showing you how to do it. So.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
And look at these wolf people. We got these wolf people.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? That could be it. That could be them. And the little Fidos. No, those guys are. There's like 3 of those guys for every 5 feet on South Beach, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say that exactly. That's South Beach.
That's
every
South
day
Beach.
of the week, man. Right
And
there.
nobody will blink an eye.
Now that yellow that you see there is actually the sunscreen that they
Yes.
put
Is that
on.
what that is?
Yeah, that's not their natural palette, color.
Yes.
So
Well, I was in shock when I first got down there because there wasn't much clothing at the beach. I noticed that real quick, men or women. So,
well, that's a scary thought right there.
and
the thing, dope. And the thing is, in Hollywood, that's more family.
Yeah.
You haven't seen nothing yet, bro. You gotta go to that South Beach we keep mentioning.
yeah.
That's you gotta go if you want to see skin, dude.
Well, even the women in the lobby would have like a see-through gown on. I'm like, what the hell is that even for? It's a fishnet gown. I mean, you ain't cover nothing up. You know what I'm saying?
There used to be a beach on Biscayne Bay. I don't know, Raul, if you remember that. Virginia Beach.
Oh yeah, Virginia Beach, yeah.
Virginia Beach. Yeah. I don't think they do it anymore, but it used to be a nudist.
It's Hallover now.
Okay.
Hallover has a section that's just for that
Clothing optional, right?
clothes optional. Yes.
Yeah.
Another
Hey, Trav, how you
property,
doing, buddy?
another property is very expensive. I had to drive real far mainland inside to find some kind of comic book store. There wasn't nothing going to be on the beach. I tell you that.
Mm-mm.
It's not on that
No.
side.
Downtown and the beach, there's no comic book stores. I think you have to go like over to Bird Road, Carlway somewhere.
Yeah. I found 3 or 4, but they were definitely inland.
Yeah, no, definitely inland. The bridges weren't blown out. You were able to get to them at that time.
Yeah, that's why I really don't want to go back now because the bridges are gone. So I don't know.
Yeah, the comic guys know that you have to go on the mainland part because you never know what's going to happen down by the coast. You just never
And
know.
I didn't know what a toll booth was till I got down there either. I've never seen that before. So
They're all over the place now. Yeah.
Yeah. Trev, the shipping guru, what is going on, brother? I was watching your show earlier today. Welcome to the worst show on YouTube 2 years running.
2 years running, worst show.
Yeah.
Fans.
I don't
Take the
remember
little
the show
trophies
last year,
and
Dope.
Go kick rocks for your little trophies. You ain't got nothing on this.
No,
It's the worst show in America right here.
Oh man.
2 years running.
2 years running. Fixing to be 3 because I ain't going anywhere. And it's just getting worse because I don't care as much anymore.
Oh,
Anyway.
Dope.
Look at this beautiful cover. They're not these little green men.
Dude.
So
That looks like the kid from Weird Science. What's his name?
Yeah.
one thing I remember about Weird Science is the hot girls on there.
No, 16 Candles. That looks just like him, man. I forget what his name is.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, this was probably way before then. Let's see. One more. This book comes up every time Metarog's on my show. I've showed this book off 3 times in about 3 years, and it only pops up when Metarog's here. Was it the Cyclops?
Oh yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
I mean, if you look like this in Miami, you're hot, you're miserable, too much hair.
Let's look at this, Raul, right? Brown, which would have really been hard to see, right?
Yep.
Definitely looks about 8 to 10 foot and
Yep.
looks very filled in. So obviously maybe it was a Cuban restaurant they visited before.
Could have been.
It fits all the parameters. That's got to
You
be
saw how many people were scared running out of the mall. I'd be afraid too if I seen this.
Yeah. I mean, that's
300 people running out of the mall.
Hey, when I was a kid, there used to be the legend of the skunk ape. Wasn't that like in the Everglades as well? A skunk ape? Maybe that's it. It just moved on out. It's figured enough is enough. I want to be with the people.
It's good. That was a good analogy. I agree with that. Yeah. I mean, listen, we can't assume that this is a one-time and gone thing. It's
going
just
to keep
we
going.
don't know how it manipulates distances and so forth. We just don't know.
It's going to keep going. So, you know, it's going to be bad. Like I said, y'all can just move up here. So I don't know.
The thing is, I can't get out. There's no way out of here.
Yeah, and it's a no-fly zone too. I mean, y'all are there.
The bridges are blown. We're stuck.
9 days, no-fly zone. So
yeah, we're hunkered down.
When there were 40 police cruisers dispatched to the area.
I want to ask you about that. I've got 4 in my whole town, and they're on a shift about 1 at a time. They're kind of Barney Fife. You get 1 at a time, and he hangs out at the local market. If you need him, you know where he's at.
Right.
How in the hell do y'all got like 40 to 200 cop cars at night around the mall?
It's Miami.
Serious people. Listen, if you can just call walkie-talkie at 3x9 and the 200 damn cops show up.
It's Miami.
Miami can overreact to things. That's for sure. Yeah.
You think that's overreaction to aliens? You're tough, Metarog.
Well, no, I'm saying they could. I'm not saying in this case. I'm just saying
Metarog don't even call the cops when alien shows up. He just takes care of himself.
I remember when my dad's restaurant got robbed, and we called, and I tell you, in 2 minutes, every donut shop was emptied, and boom, at my father's restaurant. So,
I've seen it happen too, and you see unmarked cars show up that you would never imagine were cops, and they just show up and they're all detectives.
Yeah.
It happens.
They're everywhere, man. Everywhere.
If I'm somewhere getting robbed, I'm giving them everything. If they try to leave, I'm like, whoa, grab some of them chips too. Take everything you want. Let me give you some more. Ain't mine. Don't kill me.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, I'm not in Miami right now. I was, but I'm not in Miami right now. I escaped.
You got out. They got the doors barred. Hialeah don't even have no power. There's 60,000 people without power. They got razor wire around the mall. The no-fly zone. All the cows are dead in Miami. Charging $33 a pound for ground beef.
Raul is very nervous about that burger he ate last week. He doesn't know what kind of meat that is.
That might be the last burger ever he gets.
Yeah, that might be the last burger I ever get. You're right.
All the bridges have been blown up going north. They can't even get off Florida. So I feel bad for them. So they're planning to get a boat together and ride up to Panama City. I'm going to pick them up. So
sounds like a plan.
All right, whose turn is it? Let's see.
I guess mine.
All right, you got, Metarog?
All right, piggybacking on your last comic, this could be a close relative, although it's bifocal, right? But regardless, notice the brown.
Oh yeah,
and the fur, right?
Oh, leaf head, yeah.
They're yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you never know. They could have been, co-opting with some kind of ivy, So,
these aliens are sneaky.
They are, man. Listen, under our science, this is not possible. The amalgamation of vegetation and mammalian, but who knows, right? It's anything is possible, right?
A nice cover, Roger.
Thanks, buddy.
Kind of an LB Cole looking cover there.
Right. It's not though. Now this guy here was, origins unknown, but somehow he was discovered by a human here. But look at that cranium and that.
That looks like the dead people I've seen outside the mall. There's 33 dead that night.
So that could be one of the victims instead of the alien.
That's exactly how they look. See how cryptic his hand is?
Notice the title there, Children of Doom.
That might be y'all if y'all don't get out of there.
So a little foreshadowing, perhaps, Raul?
It could be. It could be. That's our alien life force being sucked out.
Again, we're just hypothesizing here. We don't know for a fact, right? But hypothesizing, because you never know what the inspiration were for these comics, right?
Trev, you've been living under a rock. We're under attack. You don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, man, come on.
War of the world down here.
Google Miami Mall aliens. You'll find out.
The tripods are everywhere, Trev. Look at this guy here.
Yeah, that's
very cool.
That's the leader.
That cranium leads me to believe that they
He's smart.
perhaps have a higher intelligent quotient than we have.
Yeah.
And the fact that they went to Miami, I think it's a little bit of a unfair fight. But anyway, it is what it is, right, Raul?
Yeah, it is what it is.
You have a lot of retirees down there.
Quite a few.
Quite a few. We used to have a lot more. Now, Miami Beach used to be almost completely retirees. When I was a kid, that was all retirees. Now it's all.
After the aliens hit, there ain't many more, right?
They're all gone. They've been eradicated apparently because they're just not there anymore. All right, now Raul showed a Space 1999 with Commander Cohen and Barbara Bain. I forgot what her name was there, but here I think this could be.
This is the one you think's them?
Yeah, look at here.
There they are.
Just bust right in the mall like that.
Right, they're ready. They're ready for the mall. I mean, they're dressed. They would fit right in, at Bayside on the first.
They look menacing, and it looks kind of like that's how the humans would react. That's Miamians would react. Like,
yeah, I mean, look at this guy. He's just looking the other way. It's like,
that guy's already getting it out of there, man. That guy's already.
They're shopping at like a Bed Bath & Beyond when them guys came in.
Where's the nearest exit?
Yeah, they don't seem as scared as I'd be.
Yeah. Well, he's a cool customer. They're probably tough. Too. Yeah. All right, and I'll finish with this one because again, we don't know. We don't know the variety of species that are out there. It could be that there are various different genotypes, etc. So here we have Space 1999 number 2, and here they're fighting with humans. So, Dope. Maybe your theories are correct, or your information. I'm sorry, not theories. Your information is correct. And there has been a bloodbath.
Tall, but he looks a little thicker than the ones we saw.
Well, that guy's big.
Yeah. Again, there's lots of Cuban restaurants in that area, so he could have visited Versailles. Trust me.
Versailles. Yeah, he visited Versailles. He got a little cafecito, a little pastel de guayaba, and he's going to town.
You get tres leches, and believe me, you're going to be this thick for about a week.
Yeah.
Right? So
my favorite sandwich is a Cuban sandwich, by the way.
Oh, that's a good sandwich.
Yeah, very good. I prefer a buffet myself, but it's pretty close to that. So
yeah.
My favorite sandwich is rhyme. I like a Cuban and a Reuben.
No.
Cuban and a Reuben.
A Cuban, a medianoche, a pan con lechon, a pan con bistec. Oh, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong with those, man.
Well, if I come down there,
hold on. Raul. That's a very good point, my friend. Aliens probably heard, between the airwaves that these things were just immensely great.
Yes.
Even if Dope knows about it and we know about it, they probably know about it.
If I know about it, everybody knows about it.
That. Now, Versailles is a little bit further away from there, but they're in the vicinity.
All you have to find is la ventanita, and you get your freaking nitro in the Cuban coffee, bro, and you could conquer any world you want, bro.
Yep. Double shot. Trust me, you won't sleep for a week.
Yeah.
If I come back down there, I got to try one of those.
You got to. We'll try. Next time you come, you hit me up before you come.
All right.
Plan it, and I'll take you. All right. But when you come, dude, Miami might look like this, bro.
Now, that's what I'm used to seeing.
You got your chick, and then you got your little alien, and it might be a wasteland. It might be a wasteland.
That's what I picture Miami looking like right now. One girl in a thong, just confused, walking around, and there's nothing left.
That's the after. Before was, nice sandy beaches and blue water. Now look, we got those stalactite things or whatever.
Where'd everybody go? Get the soul.
It's just a shame. It's such a great place,
Okay, I'm kind of scared sitting here in the dark because I'm scared. I'm gonna turn around and this is what's gonna be behind me. An alien with the dripping and all that. So that's what I gotta be aware of.
Well, it's definitely a war zone.
Or he might be running up through like the air vents or something. You don't know where these guys are gonna come from, or you might open the door and there they are. Scary as hell too. But
remember, he's very smoky looking right there.
Remember that these aliens were originally brought to civilization by other aliens.
There you go. And they might lay eggs, and you might go to open one up, and you might not know what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? But I think I have their leader. I think this is what their leader is gonna look like.
Oh, I can't admit. Yes.
Yeah. That's Smokey. He's Smokey Gray.
And he's got the cookbook.
And
You know,
Yeah.
the cookbook.
To serve man. Yes, absolutely.
Serve man.
I think that might be him.
Yeah.
That might be him, bro. That might be the guy that they saw on base at Bayside.
That is the closest guy I've seen.
So let me proffer a theory here, guys. Perhaps people have not disappeared per se. Perhaps they've been ingested.
Ooh.
Maybe
Just something for to consider.
they're getting sucked up like that.
The Hialeah alien abduction kind of looks like that.
That's where all the cows went.
That's what I've heard.
You gotta look up Hialeah abduction, alien abduction. I think it happened in the 80s, maybe the 70s.
It was a long time ago. I remember that. Yeah. Now that could be Chupacabra's father right there.
They got the chupacabra.
That
Yeah.
looks like a chupacabra. You're right.
Yeah. It looked pretty close to what I saw.
Is the chupacabra more lizard or more dog-like?
Both.
Both, yeah.
Yeah, both. Yeah.
With red eyes,
Ooh, that's a nice one.
That is nice.
That's Super Comics, right? Or IW? Yeah. IW. Okay. Gotcha.
Dude, that is nice.
I got one more. I don't know about no chupacabra, but this one looks kind of like a hamster. I know he didn't look like that.
Ooh.
Dude, that is what space? That's a gorgeous
Action.
Wow.
Reflection cover. Nice.
Did you saw that one recently?
I don't think so.
I've seen that somewhere recently, man. It looks familiar. That's a gorgeous cover.
I have too, yeah. I think maybe a Comic Collector Geek or somebody showed it. Yeah.
Somebody showed that recently.
Yeah.
That's a great cover.
Yeah.
All right. We're 41 minutes in. We've showed all of our books. I know y'all are terrified. Y'all showed tremendous strength to come on the show.
I got a few more if you want to see some more.
Well, let's see a few more.
All right, I got a few more. And I think a few of these are I think could possibilities to the Bayside alien. That's what I'm calling them. I mean,
Bayside alien, Roger.
Yeah.
Never in a million years, bro. Never in a million years.
you never know, right? You never know. But this guy maybe is a little bit bigger than 10 feet. But dude, look at the size of this dude, and he's got the Speedo.
He's got the shadow too.
He got the shadow. He's got the Speedo. So
he fits right in. He fits right in, bro.
yeah, maybe
He fits right in.
right. I mean, now it could be that he's a size changing. I mean, that's a possibility. Right?
This tells me that these aliens have been there for at least 40 years, as old as that book.
Right.
Easily.
Now this one here. I mean, I would say that this is not possible, but in Miami, nothing is impossible, right? Here we have the Space Cadets, and this guy here is hitchhiking. So, in Miami, it's a very transient community. You see a lot of people go in there in the winter and then leave in the summer.
He looks way too short, and I don't think the people would be as scared of him.
Well, yeah, true enough. I'm not saying that this is the alien, but I'm saying
He's
that
definitely an alien.
I'm proffering a theory here, right? That perhaps they're coming because the weather, right? And then they're leaving when it gets too hot. Because in Miami in the summer, it's intolerable. It's like
they're smart. That's how I like to do it.
Hey, but he does have free space goggles, so that might, get him.
Yeah, and there they are, right there. So
I was there in May, and Hialeah told me it wasn't even hot yet, and I was dying.
Oh no, May is
I was sweating
that's
inside.
Refrigerator compared.
Dude, it's July
and August are the dog days. Now this guy here, I think he's getting rid of the competition, right? But let's see what you think. Tales of the Unexpected, and he looks a little scrawny to me, but
that's the guy right there.
But wasn't that the same girl that you had on
that's
that
the
cover?
Same girl and the same guy.
Yeah.
What number book is that?
This is Tales of the Unexpected 72, right? Space Ranger over here.
That is cool.
And Raul, I think that
mine's 73.
Oh, look at that!
Wow, that's awesome, bro. That's cool.
So
I think he was getting rid. Space Ranger is very discerning, superhero, right? So I think
Very-
he's getting rid of him because but she knows, so she might be next. All right, so Raul knows this. Miami down there, big fishing community. I used to work on a fishing boat myself when I was a young lad. Love fishing, deep sea fishing, trolling, yellow, all kinds of stuff, right? Who's to say the alien wasn't there to go fishing? I say he could be. And
They
this
could
cover
be in the
proves
bottom
it.
of the ocean.
This
That's why
cover
the
proves it.
ocean's
Strange
unexplored.
Adventures 94, right there. The Fisherman of Space. Look at
That-
that.
That could
Fishing
be
for humans.
Right there.
fishing for Cubans. Fishing for Cubans.
Here, they might have missed the mark. They got the ship. They got the plane. I think they were after the whole Bayside Mall.
Oh my gosh. That's the
be.
biggest question. Why would they go to the mall?
I tell you, man.
Food. The
The
food.
food, man. The food.
Food's great there, huh?
All
Yeah,
right.
it is.
So my last one for this show. This happened here in 2024. But there was another time where aliens were seen and there was a huge panic. I think it was back in the 50s, if I recall. It was called War of the Worlds.
There you go.
Part 1. Part 2's coming.
No, it's here. It's here.
It's coming up from Florida if we don't blow up these bridges.
So this was up in the East Coast, I think like in the New Jersey area or somewhere down there. So maybe they didn't like the weather there, so they came a little further south next time, It's 80 years later, whatever it is.
That's crazy.
It's proffering a theory. That's all.
Hey, we had the tornadoes up north, up in North Florida. Maybe that's what how they come down or they come up from the ground. We don't.
Yep.
Maybe that's happening now.
Very good, Raul. I agree. That's a great theory. Yeah.
In the panhandle,
Crazy.
they're coming out of the panhandle and they're gonna sandwich us. I guess they're trying to sandwich.
I hope they bypass me up here. Let's hope so.
I hope so too. I hope so too.
Hey, Mike, how you doing, Night Tiger?
Let's see here. Where are we at? There he is.
That's a baby
All right.
alien. Yeah.
Before we get off from here, I got a couple questions. People send me questions all the time called verses, where they ask me who would win a fight between so and so and so and so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put us
to get
all on
y'all's
the same
mind off of
level.
these-
Put us all on the same level. Dope.
Yeah.
So I don't.
How do I do that?
There you
Right
go.
here.
There you go. There you go.
All right. So to get y'all's mind off all that fear and bad stuff going on right outside your door,
Mhm.
Thank
let's
you.
just take a moment to think about some of these fights. You tell me who would win this fight. We'll start with you, Hialeah. Pauly Shore versus Pamela Anderson. Who you got in a fight?
Oh, Pamela Anderson takes fucking.
I mean, I think she weighs more. I think she's
Yeah.
more athletic.
Yeah.
She-
Yeah.
she-
Probably sure. Yeah.
He's
She's
barbed
been
wire,
used to
man.
being
He's
hit.
barbed wire. You can't. That's it. Barbed wire. Pauly
Barbed
Shore is what? Some guy in a biodome. I mean, that's
Yeah.
it.
And Tommy Lee punch is probably harder than Pauly Shore. She's been hit by Tommy probably. So, I would say Pamela Anderson. So that's
Hey,
my
Biggie, how you
pick.
doing, Biggie?
That was easy. What's up, Big?
All right, one more. Let's go with let's do two more. Flash versus Kazar in the jungle. Flash can't run in the jungle. Too many trees, too many bushes. You ever try to run through the forest? That ain't gonna
Well,
work.
Well, but he can vibrate, so he could phase
Flash
through
vibrates.
things. Like he can phase through things through matter.
What's Tiger's name? Kaboo? Was his name?
Yeah.
Zabu,
What about
yeah.
Sabu?
Zabu.
Yeah. I'm going against a saber-toothed lion, a
I
tiger.
can run a lot faster on pavement through a Kmart parking lot than I can through the woods. So I'm going to say
I
that
still
he
go
will be
with Flash.
slowed
I
down
still
through
go
the jungle.
because Kazar doesn't have any special powers. He's got a saber-tooth
going
tiger, but
I'm going with Kazar, bro. I like the saber-toothed tiger.
he's
Yeah.
got
like-
the home field advantage. That's true. But
Does
I think
Flash have any
is-
power besides speed? I've never read a Flash book.
Yeah, he can vibrate. He can actually throw lightning, things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still going Kazar.
If Flash could vibrate through a wall. I read that yesterday. I was reading Teen Titans and he could vibrate through a wall.
He can vibrate through matter. That's correct.
There's Dr. Von Chilla.
Hey, Dr. Von Chilla, how you doing, bud? Haven't seen you in a
I
while.
agree with Immortal. He said Kazar would take him.
It's our would take. Well,
Wow. Connoisseurs, if you're on IG, check out that show.
Cool.
Good show. Let's see here. Who
Hey,
Dat
Who Dat?
Comics is in the house. All right, one more. Let's see. Ronald McDonald against Bob Ross.
Oh,
Who you got? Ronald's thick, got big feet, big ass hands.
Ronald's pretty scary, man.
Bob Ross is pretty slick though. He's smooth, laid back.
I'll tell you this: he's put me to sleep more than once.
He'll put a lot of people to sleep.
I'm going Bob Ross, bro. You can't go against Bob Ross, bro.
I think he's got a narcolepsy power that would just annihilate Ronald McDonald.
Happy trees.
He's got like hypnosis or something. Yeah. Bob Ross, 100%, man. Yeah.
Yeah, hypnotized Ronald.
Yeah, man. I think you're probably right. The Ross. So that's
He
the
knows
only
what he's
3
doing.
questions I had sent in for verses this week. So we're running out of questions. So if you got any more, just send them on in and we'll get to it. I want to thank y'all too for coming on here and putting up with the worst show 2 years in a row. And hopefully y'all making it the worst show for the last 3 years. So, you know,
Get the voting, guys. Get the voting.
get the voting.
Remember to hit the thumbs up, hit the like.
Yeah. Worst show in America right here.
Remember the CBC awards, you know,
Dope.
the reverse CBC awards. That's the one we want.
You take y'all's little trophies and go kick rocks.
There
Don't
you
do
go.
that over here.
Oh man.
All right, until the next time, read your comics.
Dope.